You will go to the bar. Maybe Juicy, I've gone to a very mature bar. I will not say the name, but I'll tell you after this. This man, there's no man in that club that came to talk to me that did not have a ring. There was a whole man who came and said, as a low man, we don't have second wives. We have wife number 1B. I was like,
I've never had that one.
That was wisdom.
I've never had that one.
Thank you for teaching me wisdom. Today you have taught me wisdom.
Guys, we're back again with the
Energy, nigga. Energy.
Guys, we're back again with the best podcast in Kenya, the Base Podcast, as you all know. I'm Zola.
Mama curtains.
Mama curtain. Mama bed sheets. Your favorites. Anyway, it's Lily Aisha. Also, I'm going to be carrying this every day. This is a trademark. You know, like the way a Nameless has a Durag. Bro. I'll be working with this. Anyway, you see me without this, find me. Next.
Hey, yo, me, I'm Chim. You already knew that. Subscribe. The message is always subscribe. Subscribe.
So we have gotten out of the way. There's nothing.
Why don't you tell us an interesting thing that happened in your week, bro?
I'm playing God of War and I'm struggling with those guys called Berserkers. And when I beat one, I'm very happy. That's an interesting thing for me. Simple as that.
There's something I saw on TikTok. Guys are being asked, what's that word? Well, for gamers, I will look for it and then I'll ask you. I've forgotten. It's because you said that and I'm like, I've remembered. Something interesting that happened to me this week. I don't know, man. I've just been home the whole week. It's an early week though, but I've been home. There's nothing interesting.
Two interesting things on my part. My best friend's mom gave me a sick new scarf. If you know me, you know I've been rocking it every day. Everywhere. Everywhere.
Since you were given.
Yeah. I did a shower.
Damn, I love it.
Thank you. Also, I found out about the Jacob Zuma method.
Oh.
We're not going to go
We're
there.
not going to go
We're not going to go there. We're not going to go
the
there.
silence has just said, no, not today.
Yeah.
So today's topic is something fascinating. Everyone, I'm sure, has dealt with this in the past, unless they don't have any friends and they are socially awkward. But the topic is, can your close friends affect the success of your relationship? And the first question, the subtopic will be, is the statement true?
Really, what do you think?
I'll say first, yes, very easily.
Yeah, I totally, for the first day. Oh no, actually these days we agree a lot.
Yeah,
I agree.
Wisdom is being transferred to me. Wisdom, God.
Thank you.
Yeah, I agree with that statement.
Yeah, it's the truth. But it's the truth usually with women, not with men. No, think about it, Zola. Zola, how many times do we joke about straying? Multiple.
Tim, you're going into other subtopics.
But one of the things I'm just saying, for men, we joke about straying all the time. But one of the things Zola and I know is black men don't cheat.
We never cheat.
Let's just go to
We're
the
the most
next.
loyal.
If I knew this what you was going to say, tungezima mic.
So the next one is, can women in relationships maintain friendships with single women? Does the same go for men?
Can women in relationships maintain friendship with single girlies? I think they can. When you are in a relationship, I strongly believe you can. Because am I in a relationship? As of Saturday, I'm not sure, bro. Mambo imechemka. But that's the interesting thing about me. I'm not sure if as of Saturday, I'm still in a relationship. That was started last week.
Notice every new week.
I'm actually trying
We're on a cliffhanger. I'm just saying every new week it's a cliffhanger. Are they dating? Find out next week.
No.
They went to Naivasha together.
Wait,
the following week. Are they dating?
The other cliffhanger is she actually dating the same person?
It's the same
By the
person.
way.
You can't say
The
that
same-
here.
the
He's
same
not
lawyer?
Yeah.
From
It
the
is.
beginning.
Yeah. From when we started the pod.
So it's number 3 or 4?
From when we started the pod, from when I joined you guys, this is number 2.
Not number 3.
No, this is number 2.
Did you scratch yourself like that? You were trying to remember whether it was number 2 or 3.
It's number 2.
Number 3 didn't count. Maybe yours.
Wait, the question was.
You've got an answer. Go on.
So yeah, I believe, like, okay, what I was saying is I am in a relationship right now, and I have friends who are not in relationships, and I can maintain that. Though it's a bit difficult because now the free time you have belongs to the guy, not your girlies anymore. So that's the only reason why maybe maintaining friendship and relationship can be a bit tricky. But I still maintain with single girlies. For men, does it apply?
My best friend keeps me on check in terms of matters relationship. I keep him on check in terms of matters relationship. Men are not the question here. It's women.
He said men.
I'll tell you. Listen. I'll tell you why I've answered. I don't think men are the issue. Men can maintain. A guy could be married and his best friend is the most kadinyaest of bachelors, and that guy will still set his boy straight and tell him, listen, out here, soko ni chafu. Stay where you are.
I don't think
Right?
so.
I'm telling you.
I'm not a man, but I have male friends, and I see how you get excited saying, hey, manze.
You see,
Case
that's
in
where
point,
you
your
go
best
wrong.
friend right now is single. It's just that your best friend is not of the streets.
Listen. That's where you go wrong. You have male best friends.
I have male friends.
They're male friends. They're trying to smash. They're trying to.
Hey.
Well, they're trying to prepare the kuku. Wakule kuku pono.
But they are doing things with other girlies, so how are they preparing me?
Those guys,
you
those
never
guys actually
know.
not very honest because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you maintain a friendship with that chick and you're not smashing, you're very dishonest.
I'll tell you this. There's no man who ever gives his boy advice that is geared to make him break up with his mama. Unless that mama is problematic. But with women,
Oh, that's true.
women will tell you, yo, hot girl summer, break up with him. Hot girl. And you know it's true.
I'm not going to speak for women.
Actually, let's even take it further. A good male friend will actually tell, even though your guy is a kadinya, he has gotten a good woman. My job is for that guy to end up with a good woman.
That's true.
Yes, you want to smash and all this, but good women are rarer nowadays than hen's teeth.
Hey.
I did not
Wisdom.
start her.
That's wisdom. That's
I
wisdom.
did not start her.
It's wisdom.
So
Absorb it.
I want that person to actually end up with this good woman. So I'll tell him, even though he's a kadinya, I'll tell him, by the way, you've gotten something good. Keep it.
Control yourself.
That's
or
a lie.
manage your
You won't
situation.
tell them to control themselves, but you'll tell them, like, don't mess this up. You will be. I know you can allow your friend to go and do the things. Akatiani uko fanya nini, mwambie, bro,
I have gym
manze.
bros. The most manliest of men. The most manliest of men. They are married. And I kid you not, you guys know it's true. Either I've had a conversation with one of you where I told you it's not worth ruining what you have over this, or they have told me, bro, focus. It's the same way my best friend has told me, bro, focus. You find a good thing, focus. Build with that good thing, right? My best friend will then tell me, Nyaje, in fact, I'm the one usually tells my best friend, Nyaje, this babe is for the streets. Play your game, right? Play your role. Hey, gula. Actually, ni kama miwa. And you move on. You're getting.
But because
the problem for women is women get caught up not realizing they were that miwa. You are for the streets, ukatafunwa, ukatemwa. Now you in your mind, because you thought I found a good guy in Zola. Why am I saying Zola? I found a good guy in Chim. You know Chim? I found a good guy in Chim. You think Chim is foolish, Chim will wife you up at you because you're here. Chim knew you're rubbish.
Chim. You know, the one thing that I'm not agreeing with you is I agree that part 4, you'll tell your guy, bro, this is a good thing. Don't mess it up. But you will not stop your bro from going to me or another girl. You
can't.
You know,
Yeah, you can't, but you won't
It is up to your brother. It's up to your boy to tell you, homie is how, bro, me, I have a good thing, but you know my weakness. My brother in Christ, if you know my weakness and you see me falter, I need you to put your shoulder, your arm over my shoulder, pull me aside and remind me that black men don't cheat.
We were going. I was really listening.
Wait.
I was paying so much attention until But not that the thing for girlies is one thing I know. I think that point is somewhere there. Keep going.
So let's go on. What about advice are you looking for from a close friend as far as the relationships you are in go? And we're talking about serious relationships.
I think Chim has said that when he was saying his best friend who is single he will give you advice. You've said that. But how is he giving you advice as a single person? He has no experience whatsoever when it comes to marriage and what marriage is.
It is a
You've been
fallacy
there.
to think. It is a fallacy for us to think that because this guy has never been in a serious relationship or has never been married, he cannot give you any advice. There's a surgeon who treats you for cancer. Does he have to have suffered from cancer to treat you for cancer?
No.
No. There's a guy who knows about drunk driving have to have died and fufukad to tell you was he drunk drive.
Okay, if we
No.
think about it like that, no.
In fact, the nigga who's lonely, the chronic masturbator, he's the one who...
Are you saying your best friend is a chronic masturbator? I really need to know who Chim's
No,
best
that's
friend
what I'm
is.
saying. I'm just saying.
Chim has said
the guy
that
who's
his
single,
best friend is a chronic
I've not said that. I'm just saying. Ule jamaa punyeto style zote, he's the one who'll tell you, bro, you have a good woman. You know why? He knows it because he yearns for it. He can identify. And this is the thing about men. Why I say men, a single man can give a married man great advice. A single woman will never be able to give a married woman great advice. A single man will see his married friend and say, I want something like this. Let me look for a woman who can give me something like this. A single woman will say, I want something like this. Let me look for this man.
The man who's with the girl.
Exactly.
That's
I don't
this
think
question
monkey.
this question is for Lily.
I don't think that's what we do. The thing is, you will not, like, I know there are days I have sat down and seen my girl in a relationship, like, I wish I had a man like this, but I've never thought, I want this man. But
Because your gali was with a short fat nigga.
But I'll think and say, but I want a man like him, so...
A
what
nigga's
is
built
this?
like a cabbage.
No, me. You know what I look for in that man. But I think and say, that's why you find us saying, you know, own a cousin come away, own a brother come, you know, like you don't have a brother, you don't have a cousin. Not because I want that man.
Do you know I'd never see Zola with a chick and then tell his chick, by the way, you don't have a sister?
Yeah,
I'd never
that's
do that.
no men don't.
Men don't
That's
do
what
that.
girls do. So that's what I'm telling you. I
You know
will
why?
not go.
You know why women do that?
Why?
So they can tell you, oh, you don't have one. But it's just you then. Let's focus
Apana.
on you.
No, that's
Let's
what I'm
focus
saying.
on you.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I'm saying is, I don't think, correct me if I'm wrong, have you ever gone to your girlie and said, Ati, or rather you've thought you want your girlie's man? I mean, there's
no
a time.
woman on earth that
there's
ever
a time I
says
thought.
yes.
No, there's a time when I wanted, not my girlie, like, not my close friend, but a friend of mine. Me, I looked and I said, I swear the day you do, I will. But she's not my close friend. If you're not my close friend, I really don't care. But also the man was showing interest. Hence the reason why I thought about it. Anyway, that's no.
Rolla, that's my case. That's my case.
The question has not been answered by any of
What's
you
the
guys.
question?
What type of advice do you want your close friend to give you about a relationship? I'll answer it. Very simple. Do you have a good thing or you don't have a good thing? Simple as that. Is this a person you should be with? What should you be doing to keep this person with you? If you're making mistakes, these are the mistakes you're making. If you're doing the right thing, this is the right thing you're doing. If this is not the person for you, it's really mapema. You're wasting your time here.
You know,
Keep it moving.
I've been reading the comments, and in the comments, guys are always like, that light-skinned nigga is so mature. He's like, fuck yo. No.
That's what I think.
However, hapo umegonga points on.
So let me ask you, your best friend who's not like in reality, this is really hypothetical.
Yeah.
If you have a close friend, let me say close friend, let me not say best friend. Him, he's single and he's a Kadinya mad.
Yeah.
And you're not. We know you're not.
Yeah.
How do you know he's not?
Me najua Zola.
Me I've said that.
Me
Me
najua
I'm
Zola.
not so-
He's not that
No,
type.
you know Zola now.
But I know Zola now. Me I know Zola for those years I've known. Yo ya kitambo yo ni yako, si ndio?
No, even when you used to know him, aliwaga dijani venye.
Akua.
Okay.
Wait.
Let's go on.
So yeah.
Let's go on.
So would you listen? You're both of you are single. Your
Yes.
Kadinya friend and you, but you're starting to see a Kagali.
Yes.
Would listen to your Kadinya friend telling you this is a good thing.
Yes, if you're good friends, and that's the difference. That's what Chim was trying to enumerate to you. As men, even though we are on different paths, I can still recognize something good.
You think women can't?
I tell you how women.
Why can't
how
women?
I know women for a fact would never listen to their friend tell them it's something good or something bad. It's because whenever a woman is told the truth, first of all, we live in a society currently, in our culture, the Kenyan culture right now, Nairobi culture especially, is such that you want your friend to always rubber stamp your stupidity.
Yeah.
So you will know this hot girl summer shit, it is so lonely. Because all you're doing is collecting, it's like you're having a collection of, have you ever seen those feminist pages where they have a whole collection of used condoms with photos of the guys that use them?
Jeez.
I'll send you this.
What
I
is
don't
that
know
you're
that.
saying?
Sid, can you post something like that on YouTube?
I don't think that's bad.
Sid has said no, so no.
A
You
screenshot,
can't.
even a screenshot would be a problem.
Yeah, we'll
I'll
see.
send you
They
this.
bring
like,
a problem with it, but I
different
doubt.
feminists have. Just think of how disgusting that is.
Where
That
would
a
you do
woman
that?
Has a whole wall in her bedroom of used condoms with Polaroid photos of the men she has allowed
Jeez,
to fuck her,
that's crazy.
to sleep with her, to do her Facebook, YouTube, to do her, right? And
Hey, he's
at some
struggling.
point, her friends were like, "You go, girl."
What is
There
that?
is no way Zola in hell you will ever meet a man who can do something like that and people high five him. You know why? We will all look at him and be like, yo, there's something wrong with this guy.
Equally we lie, and guess what, Chim? I'm a girl.
Yet there's feminist content like that. There's a reason I took a feminist because of
What
garbage
is
like
that? That is absurd. That is
Women-
a gonjoa.
You try and tell your best friend when she asks you, does this dress make me look fat? Try and tell her, yes.
It'd be a problem.
Me, I'll tell her. Let me tell you. I
That
think
is why you have more male friends.
no, I don't have. I have more female. I have more female. No,
That is
I'm trying. I'm counting.
Now imagine-
No, I have more female
Let me bring it full
friends.
circle. Now imagine if you can't even tell when your girlfriend asks you, does this hairstyle suit me? And you're like, God damn, you look like a crackhead whore. Imagine telling your girlfriend that and the way she'll fight you. Now imagine telling not even just your female friend, your sister.
It's a problem.
Imagine telling your sister.
Wewe bana,
Niaje,
nakuanga
umse
hivi.
uko na ye,
Uko naye.
sasa umse uko na ye alikuwa ananikatia.
Uko naye.
What will your sister
Abu, say it again. Say. No, I want to remember this. I want to like. No, it's not you guys. It's not because of that. You're saying at say.
umse anakugula
Ehe.
amekuwa kinikatia.
Oh, if I tell my friend that.
Yes, how will she react?
I have a story.
So you know.
So
You
you
know.
know
You will know.
it will be this has happened to me not long ago, by the way, but say tu alikuwa nagulana. Okay, no, that statement, no, mine is different because she liked the person, but the person liked me. So for me to tell, but it's the guy who went and told her, Mimi, it's not you, it's Aisha that I'm interested in. So it was
Only a
bit.
lawyer man has that confidence, but continue.
We're not talking about the lawyer man.
It's another one.
Another one. huh?
It's a cameraman.
Let me get the Kembe singing. Sio wewe napenda mimi Aisha.
Chim. So she felt bad, but eventually you get to. That's I'm not understanding what you're saying in these things you're saying because I think the friendships I've established right now. When I was young, probably this would have been a different situation of I can't tell my friend that you are looking bad in that dress. But I've established friendships that these are sisterhoods that I know this is like I don't need more friends and I'm not adding and I'm not subtracting.
Subtracting.
Yeah, subscribe.
I like that.
Subscribe.
I like that.
And I'm not subtracting any of my friends. So I think it gets to a point of maturity. Because me, I'll tell my gali, yo, wachana nayo, don't wear that. It doesn't make you look good. In as much as you bought that dress yesterday and you thought that's what you're wearing today,
That's why Gen Z
it
said
doesn't
when
look
it's
good. And yeah, I mean mzee. And I accept, okay?
You can't do that if you're young.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. When I was young, I could not tell my gali that. Manze nasema, hiyo dress vile unakaa nayo, twende tu. In fact, if anything, you're helping the situation because mimi ndo nakatiwa na most of the men in the bar. So hapo umenisaidia sana. So now that I'm older, it's no longer that. So mimi I wouldn't want What your question was? What advice? We've really digressed.
Yes.
What advice would I want from my friend?
A close friend.
Just ask me if I'm happy.
Interesting.
Yeah, just ask me if I'm happy.
Even if you're in a bad situation, as long as you're happy.
I can't be in a bad situation and I'm happy. I can't be in a bad situation and
The
I'm
same
happy.
sweets that rot your teeth are the same sweets that taste nice.
That's a different thing, but I
The
can't
same
be...
situations that make you happy are the ones that fuck up your life.
Really?
Wisdom, bars, hashtag bars.
No, you're happy,
Nigga,
you're
Kingdom,
married,
nigga.
it's not meaning
Wait. Actually, the next
Chim, you're
question. The
misleading
next question.
people.
Next
Chim
question.
is so happy in his marriage and anaambia hivyo, so that you people cannot be happy when you see it, you're happy. Say, Staki, don't listen to Chim now.
The next question will touch on those things. So the combination is: will you break up with a partner or your close friend to warn you about them? And how do you tell the advice your close friend is giving
I
is
like
from
this
love
one.
and not jealousy?
Hey, it's hard to
I'm
tell.
combining the two.
Actually, Zola, you answer that because, and I'll say this,
He's been there.
on camera, you've experienced that, where I warned you thrice.
Not once.
Not once,
twice.
not twice, but thrice.
Thrice?
Kweli Rongo,
No, I was
I
wrong
am
as well.
very good at spotting evil in the world because I used to be very... I used to be
said
very... I was very good at...
Being evil.
Since my story, let me tell my story. I used to be very, very good at causing chaos. And I was very good, as a result of that, of spotting agents of chaos. And agents of chaos always go for the good guys.
Facts.
They always go for the clean guys. You know yourselves, ladies, all three of you that watch this show. We see the analytics. All three of you, and we see your names. So we know all three of you, you're just watching to learn new tricks. Anyway, evil women go for good men. And I used to warn my brother. Listen, Ndugu, this one, chew her, throw her. What does my brother do?
Chew her, keep her.
That's... I was going to say
It's
that's...
actually keep her, then chew her, then keep her.
I was going to say that's his story to tell. But yeah, like honestly speaking, I warned him 3 times. Do you know where my brother comes in and warns me? My brother always warns me. This is a good one. You don't mess up. And every time Zola has told me this is a good woman, imagine she has turned out to be a good woman.
How come you're not with all of them? Then they were all good.
Because I was an agent of chaos. I had to
You were the
grow.
problem.
I
I'm
was
so
the
glad
problem.
you accepted.
I've always said this, have I not? I've always said my job on earth before I found Jesus, God put me here to break the hearts.
Why is Sid looking like he's not believing that?
Sid is just like, Jesus.
Sid, you don't believe that?
He's like, this is he's like, I'm going to edit this out because this is some bullshit.
But my role on earth was always just break hearts. That was it.
Even when I met you,
We met in 2017.
17.
Zola, you tell her.
We were in a destructive path at that period.
No, I met you later. I think I met you in 2019, 18.
No, you noticed him in 2018.
But I didn't used to see him. How would I see him?
He was there in 2017.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hapana, Zola alikuja after mimi.
No,
Sivyo?
2017 was
I
that.
used to be like a floating pair of gonads just around. So everyone was just focused on me.
Yeah, because you
enamoring.
used to wear sleeveless and tight pants. Of course, we'd be like, umse kwani hausikii uchungu, hafinywi huku. I mean,
Hafinywi
but
wapi?
huku, we would pay attention.
Where did you notice? Where did you
Because they were
notice?
so tight. I'm like,
Those are called invasive thoughts. Let
and
the
then
whatever
I
thoughts
saw
come
Chim
through.
grow from small and just suddenly he's buff. I'm like, and then there used to be another guy. What was that other guy's name from second floor? They used to come and talk about the gym.
Shout out Eugene!
What
Shout out
was it?
Eugene! Shout out Bahati!
Bahati.
Shout out Mufasa!
Yeah, Bahati. And then they'd be like, so we'd look at these guys and I'm like, this guys. But Bahati was focused. This one.
Ah!
And Bahati never used to wear tight pants. Me by there I'm still concerned. I'll need to talk to your wife. Come back to Kosawa. Hey, those pants were tight.
This is called invasive thoughts. Let's keep it moving. Let's keep it moving.
What the hell? What the
It's
hell?
actually it's called invasive thoughts. Those ones you should not say. Those ones I'm forgetting the
Yeah, I'm
name.
saying. I should say. But that was back then, please. That was like in 2017.
But he's still wearing the tight pants, so there's nothing that has changed.
I'm not looking at him now that I know he's married.
You wear tight pants, Zola.
No,
Mine are not as tight as yours.
Dollars are not
Mine are
tight.
not Nigerian tight.
Yeah. Like even anyway, but let's carry on. But then turns up on analyze vitu as
Sasa, actually, we have deviated too
we've not
much.
even asked what was the question?
Will you break up with a partner?
Oh yeah.
I'm so sick
you
of
want
you
to
people.
answer, you want
Yes,
to
and I'm
answer.
going to tell your close friend. I think this one you have to experience it yourself, because many times that drug of love is not a joke. And I've been at a situation that I said, but the good thing is,
My pants are not that tight. Screw you guys. Screw you
Accept
guys.
and move on.
the truth is, you will not know it when you're in that situation. You will most likely make the decision out of love, not logic. That's
So
what
you would easily let go of a friend.
Yes, it can actually happen. That's what I'm saying, as in making that decision right now. You can't say right now, as in I'll not dump my friend or anything like that. But in the mix, you will actually be messed, most likely. And
So there's an upside to my very traumatic upbringing.
So why are you letting go of this friend in a situation where this friend has told you, or rather your girl, I almost said your boyfriend, your girlfriend has told you, for example, Chim is not a nice person. So you leave Chim because your girlie has said Chim is not a nice
it's
person.
what normally happens.
Actually, say what
how
normally
it
happens.
Is both sides are speaking.
Yeah.
So it manifests and you have to choose a side.
Actually, I'll tell you how it usually plays out. Both sides are speaking. One side is always telling Zola, and it happens without a failure. It always happens. Chim is not a good guy. Kweli wrong. You know what Zola always falls back on? I know he's not a good guy, but does he have my interests at heart? Kweli wrong.
Yeah. Even I said I've known this person. Even that person says, okay, you've known this person for close to 20 years. So I can't compete with the history. They know this. The end game is just, even without looking at my own thing, because it's supposed to help everyone. What most likely will happen, I'll not give you an answer that will suit you. What will most likely happen is, in that situation, you will fall back on your emotions. And that person you've known for long, no, it's the truth. It's the truth. The person you've known for long, you'll defend them, you know they're a good person, but you will go for the person you're with at that moment.
I'm not a. Oh,
That is
okay.
what-
Yeah,
that's-
you.
that's
you
what-
well, you did throw me out for the person you're with.
That's what happens.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's what
actually.
happens.
For how long?
For a very long time. But
Oh, okay,
hold
okay.
on. But because we are such good friends, I'll give you guys a very personal insight. Because we are such good friends, his mother kept pushing him back to me. My mother God bless the dead, kept pushing me back to him. I don't have these problems, but the romantics among us do.
A team cannot have them because he will never have that type of situation. Our problems are different. His problem is establishing the good one, mine is establishing
The bad ones.
this. So it's a very tough dynamics. That's why you
This
need
is
good
very
friends.
interesting.
You see how deep we have gone just at the drop of a hat? Basically, what Zola is telling you is our relationship is very yin and yang. But we
Simuone
have
basi.
learned. Will you marry me? Subscribe. But ultimately, the idea is this. Zola trusts, I'd hope Zola trusts, I have his best intentions at heart. I trust Zola has my best intentions at heart. Zola understands me well enough to know I don't struggle with being a good person. I struggle with being the devil, right? I know Zola does not struggle with being the devil. He struggles with being a good person. What does that mean? Zola struggles with simping. I struggle with, I'm a poisonous individual. I am a poisonous individual.
But it's good you are aware.
And Zola knows. Zola can tell you like this. I can see this guy struggling with being a dick. And he's always right. Even though we fight. Actually, you guys have no idea. You guys think Zola and I agree on things. As
Yesterday
iron
in the
sharpens
meeting.
iron. Zola, as iron sharpens iron.
So a man
Man
sharpens
is man.
I have learned that from you guys. There's yesterday in the meeting, just to digress, Chim was in a noisy place. Zola told Chim, just get out to finish this. I'm like, what on a shout here, Chim? Just get out of where you need to finish this. I'm like, hey, brother, so mama to kindly just walk away.
But that's how men relate.
And then I just thought, there's a time also Chim told Zola, just put your mic on mute. I'm like, these guys are so...
That's how men relate.
And that was like, it was not a tickle by me. I feel like...
it comes from a point of respect. I
If someone
respect
tells me that...
enough that Zola can tell me, shut up.
And you'll shut
I will
up.
be battered. I will shut up immediately. Immediately.
Me, if a gali tells me, if yesterday I was in that meeting and then like the gali tells me, you're in a noisy place, just get out to finish this, I'd be like, what's wrong with this bitch? That's what I'll be thinking in my mind. But I'm like, yeah, men are different. Anyway, I digress. But you know, I've just sat here and I've thought in a relationship, one of my few.
Sema.
One of my few, I've just remembered I was in a space where this one is telling me, like, this person is not good. Now, my man is telling me, your friend is not good. And my friend is telling me, your man is not a bad person, but I'm not sure about him. So take care of yourself as long as you're happy. So for me, I kept wondering, why is this man telling me this person is not nice? But in as much as this guy is telling me your friend is not nice, he'd always say, but I don't want to break a friendship. Ours has been like 10 years plus. Sijafika 20 inshallah. But like, you've known this person for a longer time than you have known me. But I just remembered, I sat down and asked, wewe shida yako uko na yeye? What's the problem you have with this person? Is it because of me, or is it a personal problem between the two of you? So when I learned it's a personal problem, I'm like, then you go deal with your personal problems there. Don't include me in it. Don't come and tell me this is a bad person, this is a good person, so that either of you can have me, because I'm like the prize.
What if this is your fiancé and he tells you, that's where I draw my line?
About the friendship, it has to make sense. Like, why? Make it make sense to me. Are you telling me to leave this girl because she's a bad person to me? Like, is she making me...
Maybe she's not a bad person to you yet, but she's a bad person overall. And I can see that.
But I can also see that. I mean, if I can, you know this friend through me. I'll come and tell you today, like, Zola is my bestie, so I'll come and say, hey, today Zola, I saw him with this person, I saw Zola doing this. So you know Zola through me. So if I'm telling you the story, then I'm also aware of how good or bad Zola is. So pia mi najua kile nafanya. So if you come and tell me, don't be friends with Zola, make it make sense to me. Make it make sense to me. Is Zola making me a bad person in terms like I'm drinking too much, I'm not being a mother to my child, I'm such things. But you just don't like Zola because Zola is the one who has many men around. As in, just make it make sense.
Actually, I like Lily's answer is actually very good. Be logical in your problem with that person. What is this person actually telling you? That's why I said from the beginning, what about advice should your friend give you? Because if this person is being dismissed just because I don't like them, that is not a logical reason for you to break up a friendship.
No, I'll give an example of where you don't need. I'll give an example of where you don't need a logical explanation. If I came and told you, Lily, let's say we're dating, and I came and I told you,
snap.
God forbid. This is a God forbid. Yeah.
Anyway, as I was saying,
Go.
Your friend is a feminist. And I came and I told you.
Do
Even you, God forbid.
Do
that one.
And I came and I told you, listen, you need to break up with your friend. Break this friendship up because she's a feminist. Every reason is in that name. She's a
feminist.
So now,
you're so extra.
Why should I have to explain beyond that?
But what does her being a feminist have to do with us?
Hold on. I'm your man. I'm your fiancé.
Fuck.
Sida's actually laughing right now. Sida's actually laughing now.
Subscribe. I'm saying, I'm your man. You believe I have your best interest at heart. I'm your fiancé.
Okay, now that you're my fiancé, then I'm certain you have my best interest at heart.
So I'm beginning to tell you, Nyaje, this is a feminist. Don't listen to her. Break up this friendship. Why would you argue with me? Or rather, not why would you argue with me? What would you do?
What I would do is, she's a feminist. I have friends who are feminists, and they there's some things they do that I don't agree with. I'm like, Mimi, nakupenda for this 90%. That 10% of ujinga you have, kaa nayo pale, and that's fine.
Nakupenda for 10%, hiyo 90% ya ujinga.
Sasa hiyo haiwezi.
Pelekea mama yako.
Yeah. So that 10% I'm like, this is, and it's everything. Even you, there are things I don't like about you, but I will stand you. Like 90% I like Chim, 90%, 10 I don't. Zola equally the same. They're my friends.
He's not perfect.
You know, you're not.
I'm not perfect.
You thought you were.
Hiya.
Even my friends, and I know, and I've said this to them before, there are things that they do that I don't agree with, but that doesn't mean I'm going to drop you as a friend because of that part. There's much more to you than that 10%. So with that said, you tell me my friend is a feminist. So she does 1, 2, 3. Maybe she hangs those. Wow, that's scary. She hangs those things you're saying they
Or
hang.
wears tampons around her neck.
Or maybe she does that. Me bother when you're coming with me, to meet me and be with me, and we are
Or
being...
ignores the plight of Kenyan men, diminishing it and acting like Kenyan men have it easy.
Guys, in fact, what your answer is based on a question that was actually one of the talking points, and I'll add something for you to make it simple. I think, Chim, before you say that you don't engage someone if you have a big problem like that, I think you say, before we can get into that serious phase, these are my problems with this.
You cannot bring that up on date number 1.
No, not getting. Before now, you've
He's saying engagement.
Before now the engagement, you've already dated for some time.
And you've seen my
Now
friends.
you see this is a serious person. You're like,
Listen,
I would
with
like to
me,
engage
you
with
cannot get serious with me unless you trust me. And this is something that I vocalize, that every good man in Nairobi, every good man in Kenya,
Every good, not cheating man.
every good not cheating man, in other words, every good black man in Nairobi, every good black man in Africa, every good black man in the world does not cheat. So we know this to be true. Chim vocalizes it, but we all know this to be true. If your woman does not trust you, if you're dating the kind of woman who has a go bag, a to-go bag, you know that do you know what a to-go bag is?
I know that it's for moving. You
Yeah,
leave.
that one
in case of anything.
In case of anything,
Yes.
I've packed and I've
I'm
left.
out.
Yeah.
No good man will stand for that.
That's
you
true.
have to trust me, not just implicitly, but explicitly. Such that if I were to tell you this woman is a feminist, she is cancer, not just to society, not just to our relationship, but to my brain and my spine, I expect you to drop her.
But
Why
that's a
wouldn't you
personal
drop her?
problem, Chim.
But that's what I'm saying. I'm giving him a way
That's
to
a
do it.
personal problem. Just because you don't like feminists,
Feminists
so you're
are a
going to
cancer
tell me
to
not to be
Africa.
friends
And that's what I'm
with.
saying. That's what I'm saying. You don't do that direct like that. What you do, it's called incremental asks. You start with, like, even one of the conversations was gonna be, should your person be doing girls' nights out or
we need to get there
yes,
already. Yeah.
which
We
we
need to
should
get
take it there. My thing will be this: before I'm going to give you the ring for an engagement, these small things, can you deal with them? My mom
Your
used to always-
non-negotiables.
my mom used to always say, before you're trusted in the big, be trusted in the small.
I like that though.
I'm not gonna give someone a big ask of this close friend you've known for 10 years is a big problem. I've already engaged you. It's you, me, or her, and I've not dealt with these small things. So my thing will be, let me start with the small things. If these small things can be dealt with, and I can tell her, by the way, babe, I see a future for me and you.
Baby,
But-
baby.
Yes. But this thing here is a very big issue for me. And for me, moving forward will be an issue if you don't deal with this friendship here, because I think it'll be a problem for us in the future. That is where you deal with
But you
it.
need to tell me why.
And
You
I-
just can't come and tell me this
No, you
friendship will
trusting
be
me
a problem.
implicitly means I don't need to tell you why.
I mean, I want you to tell me.
If I were to
'Cause
tell
it's
you,
personal.
listen, if I
Like,
were to
this
tell
one
you,
of yours
hold
is
on,
personal.
If I were to tell you, this is an example. If I were to tell you, Lily, you see the mindy that you've chomoed the maize from, the cobs, don't throw them away, soak them in water, boil it kidogo, keep it in the fridge, we are drinking that. In fact, you need more than me. Do I need to explain to you why? Or do you just trust me?
I won't trust you because nakunywaje maji
Then you
ya.
don't trust me.
Ay, wabana, that's killing me now.
You guys are moving.
Guys, in fact, so that you can understand what I'm talking about, Google the benefits of drinking maize cob water. Google it. When you do, subscribe, and then put it in the comments. You know why? Because I'm showing you an example of why Nairobi women deserve nothing but beer. Because they don't understand. If I am dating you, I want the best for you.
But what
you know
I
why
don't
want the
know,
best for you?
tell me.
That's
Tell
the
me,
thing.
Aisha, this will make
you should trust me enough.
What does it?
You should
Ebu
trust me
Google
enough
for
to
me.
do
What
it.
does it do?
You should trust me enough to do it, and then you tell me, oh, by the way, I'm doing it, but can you just explain to me why it's beneficial?
You know, Timo, actually, on this one, I can see where Lily's coming from. You're not my husband at the moment.
Hata kama you're my husband.
You're not my wife. No, let me explain. The reason why you're marrying someone to be your husband, when you're taking that ring, you're trusting that this person will actually commit themselves to you. They'll give their lives for you. So you can trust them with your life. But this one where you're doing it and you're dating, the concern is this. I don't know you that well. It's okay to ask someone. So when someone actually gives you a good answer, you're building trust. That's what it's called, building trust. That one actually understand it very well. Because
Zola,
if you're dating
by
someone,
the time someone is telling you something like this, it's not because you've been dating for 2 months, not because you've been dating for 3 months. It's because literally we are at a point where, bro, we are having unprotected zigs. If we are having unprotected zigs, and you're telling me you cannot trust me when I tell you boil maize cob
our
water.
society is upside down.
Hey.
Our society is upside down
My
right now,
nature.
Jim. No, I'm saying, what you're saying is true. I'm just saying, our society is
Oh, it's
upside
good
down.
for the eyes. I was Googling that.
All the better for you to see me with.
Damn, we are moving so well.
But you see, the thing is, there's a benefit. There's a benefit. You need
But
to
I
be
need to
able.
know what it
my
is
wife
for.
has to be able to trust me enough to know, Nyade, if he tells me do this, it is for my benefit. If not directly, then for the benefit of our family.
Which is fine. I'm not disagreeing that I will drink the boiled whatever, but tell me why.
No, you do
Niambie,
it fast. You do it fast. And
what
then
if
you,
I puke?
listen,
What if
no,
I hara?
I did
Like,
not
there's
say
so
drink
many
it.
other things.
I didn't say drink it. I just go back to the tape. What did I say? Boil it. Boil it. And then come and tell me, I've done that.
Ni ya nini?
Sir babe. Lord Mpendwa.
Roho changu.
Emperor wangu. Listen, I've done it. Can you please explain to me why it's beneficial? Do it fast and then ask.
Ay, sasa we waste gas, we waste time. Ay.
Listen, me, I'm an old school man. Biblically, a man would tell you, get up. We are moving from here to the land of Canaan. And he would not tell you why. I'm sorry.
When your man tells you you're moving to Canaan,
You don't ask questions. Like, listen, biblically, like I keep saying, me, I'm an Old Testament man. If my father woke up today and said, I won't say what he used to say, but if he wakes up and he says, listen, we are going in this direction, we are going in that direction, right?
that I agree.
As we are walking in that direction, at some point, once I've summoned him, once he's no longer huffing and puffing, I'll approach him and be like, okay, why? Right? Even my mentor, you've had me talk to my mentor, well, one of my mentors, and he tells me this is how you should approach this problem. And when he tells me that, I don't start arguing with him. I'll tell him, cool, I'll find a way to implement it in my situation. As I do, once I've done it and we are moving, I'll ask him, okay, what was the logic here? Because I trust him. I trust him. Shout out to Roy. I trust him implicitly, right? If I can trust my mentor that much, why wouldn't you be able to trust your man that much? If you don't trust him that much, why are you with him? Because think about it like this. Can you do, it's called a drop test with your man. You blindfold yourself.
I know what I do.
And he tells you, I now drop backwards. And you know you'll drop back and let yourself go knowing he will catch you.
Yeah, I can. With my lawyer man, I know he'll catch me.
But you won't do that if he tells you.
To drink my mindy, I will not.
You know,
That's
Tim,
why I drew the
let
line.
me give you something. What you want is the ideal. And for this one, I'll speak for many women. And the reason, as a man. For me, we have a very bad culture as far as dating goes, where many women are told to not trust the men they're with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yes. It's TikTok is full of women saying don't trust a man. Have your own bank account. That's one of the reasons.
Or go bag.
Yes.
Don't have a go back, but have your own bank account.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing. You don't trust your man
the same
fully.
thing.
It's not that. It's because I know when my man's shida comes, guess who's saving that man?
But you
That's not what a go bag is.
But you
Because a go bag, if that's
No,
what
a
you're
go
doing,
bag is to leave.
if that's what you're doing, you tell him at the beginning of the relationship, now that we're getting serious, I will put money on the side. Don't ever ask me about it, but you know about it. You know why? Because at least at the back of his mind, he knows when things get thick, you have his back. If you've not
He
told
should
him,
equally trust me that I have his back, whether he knows about the money or not.
God damn, can I finish my point before you guys go there? My thing was this: we have very many women who have been taught to distrust men. So before you can tell a woman do this without her questioning, you have to earn that trust. Unfortunately, the ideal world will be you tell a woman because she believes that you care for her. She says, "Sawa, how far or what am I doing?" And she does it without any question. But most of our women have been taught always question. So you can't expect these modern women to say, let me just do it, let me just do it. No, you have to explain it. Then when you've proven yourself as an effective leader, because that is a modern society we're living in right now. Unfortunately, it's not.
I beg to differ from you. I don't believe in having to explain it simply because I'm that guy. I am Himothy. I am him, the first of his name. Himothy. The apostle of Paul,
That's not
Himothy.
blasphemy.
No, Himothy is different. It's a joke.
It's not a joke. I am him.
Not to me.
Anyway, as I was saying, I was about to say my N-word. Zola, you need to understand something. I do not believe in playing games. My thing is this. If you want to play games with me and you're a shori, I understand. You have been through so many traumatic issues. I don't even want you around me. It's like Batman dating the Joker's sister.
Eh.
I don't want that. You're a Joker.
The Joker, the sister. It's a
Well,
joke.
you get what I mean. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, let's say
You're a Joker.
Harley Quinn.
Yeah, well, Harley Quinn. She's
Harley
a
Quinn,
Joker.
Yeah.
Smash and pass, once and done. Wham bam, thank you, mom. My point is this. I would expect, for example, if I approach you, when you feel my aura, my overpowering aura, when you feel my vibe, that quenches the thirst in the middle of the Sahara, you would know immediately, he is the one. He is him. First of his name. Strongest of his blood. Himothy.
Hey. I think
And you would know to trust me at least by the second date.
No, I think what Zola is saying, I'll agree with Zola. He's saying
No.
you need to, like, you can't be telling me to be doing things and we've gone on like street dates. Okay, I'm sure by the time I'm getting to be your fiance, it's a point of, and yeah, this is the person I'm settling down with. But by the time we're getting there, you need to have proved that I can trust you. You need to have proved to me that genuinely Aisha nikikwambia kunywa maji, it's not to kill you. This is because I love you, and this is the only thing
benefit
that
for you.
yeah,
Zola,
it's something good
let
for
me ask
you.
you a question.
So you need to have proved to me throughout our dating, our fiancéing, our courting, all that thing, all those stages that I can trust you. And
These are
that's
the type of conversations we will only have on our Patreon. Once we launch the Patreon, for now, subscribe.
You've taken-
Because these are the type of conversations, Lily, that we need to have the close-knit group of
Men.
friends of the channel. Male, female, just friends of the channel. People who are trying to improve. So that we learn from them, they learn from us, we sit down, we talk with them. Otherwise, we are derailing from the topic.
These are the final few topics. Subtopics, actually. The first one is about why do women run their relationships via committee, which is a very big issue. And that also includes girls' night outs. Because those women are the same ones who go for girls' night outs with them.
Girls' night out are for the Satan. They are for the Satan.
The question even for us men is, because me, I've always told the women I'm dating seriously, girls' night out for me is not happening. So that means she has to kill that thing with her best friend. Yes.
No, girls' night out can happen in
in
my
the
living room.
house, yeah, I remember you saying that.
Yes, without craziness out there. So those two questions. And the last one, just so we can, before we can wrap up, is would you rather have friends, would you drop a friend if your man told you to do so, as we had said before?
Higher. Because I'm the only girl, I think the first two are to me.
Yes.
So the ones you said, the first one was, remind me,
About committee.
Girls' night out.
committee.
and girls'
So
night out.
about a committee, I was even telling these guys, now is when I accept I am old. Okay, Gen Z? Not her saying yes. When you're young, this is all you'll keep doing. This man will do something as small as bring you even flowers, and you'll come like, oh my God, he's brought me flowers. Or then
That is small.
hey,
You know how much flowers are?
that's so small. Flowers.
You know how much they cost?
Standing order, bro. I have to
Are
get
you
flowers
serious?
quickly.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
My house has to smell fresh after every 1.5
Then
weeks.
bathe.
Thank you.
This man is so
What is that thing
toxic.
that they used to Ben used to have that thing that's
Yeah,
When you least expect.
get that bag banana.
no, it's just really cute. Anyway, that's besides the point.
That time you alone, you've noticed like a shadow in the corner
Then
of
it
the
was
room.
Can be
You
scared.
start praying.
When you're young, you'll find yourself doing a lot of those things. He'll do something small as maybe he's not talked to you. He talked to you in the morning, and throughout the day, he's not talked to you, and then you're calling your girlies. This man has not talked to me the whole
He
day.
was busy working, earning money.
Can I finish my statement
my
as a
God.
girl?
Finish. Yeah,
So, when you're young, you'll find yourself doing those things, and then you're telling all your friends, even those who really don't give two about you. But when you grow up, you will find yourself not saying anything. Shida ni wewe na ye. Kama ni shida mnatatua mkiwa wawili. Kama nini, there's no longer a committee. The only reason why you'll need somebody else is when things are like completely thick. You also are in a place you're like, I don't know what to do, and he's also in a place of I don't know what to do. So if both of you don't know what to do, me, I'll always go to my mom, because I believe my mom wants the best interest for me and my sister-in-law. Those two. Mm-hmm. Anyone else, I will not even think about it. If we will deal with it later, maybe when we've read books and we can be able to find solutions.
Have you found that as a difference? As in, have you seen the difference?
Yes, because I've been able to maintain very good relationships now, longer ones.
Wow. So does that mean your friends were giving you bad advice? Were they jealous?
So
Yeah.
the other thing about girls is when you're young,
Sema.
you want to be girls, you want to be in a squad all the time. So if you're now, we have so many things to do. We're looking for money, we're looking to start families, we're looking to do what, you know, those things. But when you're young, you just want to be girls.
To establish your husband's legacy.
You know, things like that. I don't know what that means, but things like that.
The men know.
But when
They know.
when you're young, these girlies will tell you, no, wachana na huyo, so that you'll have more time for them.
Yes.
Like have more time for the girls.
Yes.
So now that I've stopped that, and now all of us are in a mature space, me, if I tell my girlies, I can't see you in the next... I have a friend of mine who both of us are dating. She'll tell me, this weekend, we can't do brunch, we can't do what? And I'll be like, let's go, baby, be with your man. If I was in uni, I'd be like, unaeka mwanaume mbele yetu. Surely a whole man, and I'll make you feel like what you're doing is stupid.
Zola
And
may
yet-
be 60. Your wife will have given you the next 12 disciples. I will still ask you. Yani unaweka huko
So now you grow up and it's different. So I think that committee thing, I used to have it when I was younger. Now I don't. And the reason I'll tell you something is maybe because you'll see I've come for maybe branches twice and the man is not there. You'll ask me, kwani Zola alienda wapi? That's the only reason I'll tell you, Zola is busy, or Zola and I are not in a good space. That's the only time I'll mention.
Don't even tell them we are not in a good space. Just tell them, he's not here, he's doing his thing.
Actually, I usually say he's at work or he's busy or he's doing something. Let me tell you, it's so much easier, and you'll be able to have a relationship. Mm-hmm. When you're with many people, that's not a relationship. I don't know what that is. When you're always telling your girlies things, I don't know what that is. Yeah, it's a stage.
When does that stage end? 23, 24, 25, 26?
You end up want to know my
35.
age, so they can't. I know. I think
Ends
it's
at
just
35.
Mid-20s?
After it can't be 25.
30.
I think it ends uko like
30.
Yeah, 28, 29, 30. I'm not yet 30, so
35.
for real, I'm not yet 30.
You've not done the scratching of the side like this right now.
You know, these guys think I'm old, because I sit with you old people.
You know what?
See, this is the year I was born. Is this 30? I'm not yet 30.
Lily is 18 with 10 years of experience.
So it ends. There's somewhere itaisha hiyo kitu, and it's also in a place where now you also personally feel like I'm ready to settle.
You know, today, Lily, you have actually kicked.
Today, you better choose
Wisdom.
your words. Na
Today,
kuangana
Lily has
wisdom.
kicked wisdom.
Unless it's Gen Z
If you
content.
notice,
Hapo sinanga
everyone
wisdom
kept
clearly.
quiet. Everyone kept quiet and listened. You've kicked wisdom.
Cheers, I'm growing.
Yeah? Zola, your thoughts on girls' nights out? Girls' night
those
out.
are a problem. It just shows a woman is not ready to settle down.
But we can't go for like wine. We're not going to the club. Like we're going to, like even Sankara, for example,
But they always-
to just drink, to eat and drink as girls, and then we go home.
But the problem is you're not. It's called what? You're not living in a vacuum.
Yes.
There are men who are gonna be around there who are wealthy.
It's not about them being wealthy. A man's job is to
Hunt.
Even if you go to the city council toilet, you will always find even a guy cleaning the toilet is hunting.
Yes.
Oh, so
If
that's
you
your
go
problem.
to the toilet in
Yes.
State House, you'll find our president. Oh my God, I'm going to get killed.
Actually,
I'm gonna get
the
killed.
best.
Please,
the-
anything that is said in this podcast is individual.
Wow.
His own opinion.
Own opinion, and not for the podcast.
Does not represent
Please,
ideas.
does not represent the best. Hey, it represents Chim himself.
Yes.
Wow.
Chim, there's a very nice
I
example.
was speaking, at that point I was speaking
As
as
Chim.
a Nigerian.
Yes.
Ah, okay.
I was giving these guys
Wow.
a nice example of girls' night out,
Oh
so you can
my
get
Lord.
white bothers men very much. Imagine your man goes out every time, and when he goes out, the chance of him being bought for drinks by a woman who's interested in sleeping with him is nearly 100%.
Hey, bro, anatusevia do.
No,
We're
you're not getting. There's a chance of him being bought for drinks. Not only that, this woman wants to sleep with him. And this woman might be better looking than you. We have more money. As in, she has better everything.
It's not
than you.
about her having money, but she's better looking than
Yes.
you. Her body is banging.
Yes.
She is 5 years younger than
Yes.
you. She is.
No, 10 years younger than you. She's, as in everything you see as a
threat.
Yes, as a threat.
Umse kwa hii podcast.
Yes.
I'm not paying attention.
Everyone, that's a person now your man is exposed to when he's going out. Will that be something you're comfortable about every time you're like, I'm cool with my man going out? Then how many times you go out and you're bought for drinks?
All the time.
That's the point.
My point here is when I'm dating you, first of all, when you're my boyfriend and you tell me not to go out, unaniambia kama nani? I will go out.
As
If-
the man who is.
If you're my husband, babe,
He's telling you as the man who's currently dicking you down raw.
If
you could be 5 of you.
Actually, when
So
does
if all of you 5 have something to say,
when does the man have a right to actually tell
Then
you?
why not just get them in a room and let them fight to establish dominance? So you know which one
which
you'll
one
be
is the
listening to.
kingpin, the champion, the conqueror, the lion?
And then taking it further, when does this man actually have the right to tell you, but hey, babe, these things of girls' night outs are a problem for me? When does that place fika for you? Is it
Tell me.
when he gives you the ring? When is it?
Tell me as a, like, just so that you know, girls' night out when we are married or when you're my fiance, because I feel like I know once you fiance me, I'll think I'll move in with you.
Engage me.
Fiance me.
Engage.
Fiance me. So I'll move in with you. So at that point you'll tell me that, and I'll be okay knowing that when that time comes it's a problem.
Okay.
But before then, guess what? Mko field nyi wote.
Jeez.
Honestly, anybody, as in, we always say this and joke
Dem
that
akikwambia
the
tuko filthy
winner,
wote.
no,
She's a goalkeeper that has no arms.
no, the winner
She's
is
just
always
diving.
announced.
Actually, Chim, this is a topic we have not spoken about.
The winner is announced at the
Finish line.
hapana hii kitu tunaendanga kuget
Podium.
married later
Podium.
nini.
At the aisle, on the aisle, or the
Ni
marriage
podium,
wedding
ni podium.
chapel. What?
It's called podium. No, it has another word.
Yeah, you unasimama.
Pulpit.
No, it's podium. Pulpit ni church.
Yeah, si mnasemanga kwa church.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
That's when the winner is announced. So before then, like, come and if you don't want me to do those things, then engage
Ladies
me.
and gentlemen, we are at that point where a man is about to start.
No, let me finish. Let me finish before this man comes and
Aya, ni
says.
sawa,
So
ni
that's
sawa.
the only part when I'll say sour. But for me, it's going out. You know what? Even when I'm in relationships, like this one I'm in, I'm going out less. Like I'm going out less because it's just out of.
Respect
Just the
for the
respect.
relationship.
I'm
Yeah.
just like, I won't go out as much. Not like I used to back then. Because back then, Nikosoko, me, anyone who catches me, I feel nice about. But now, even when someone catches me and I tell you I'm not in it and you'll still insist, it disgusts me. But back then, if I'm single and I tell you I'm not in it just because I want to get rid of you and you still insist, I don't think I'd be disgusted. But now I'd be because I'm in a relationship.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a point at which we have arrived at a point
Hataki
at
nimalize
which
point yangu kwa nini?
a man is speaking. A man is speaking now. Silence on set. Silence the room, but subscribe. Listen, a woman has just told you that until the day you are at the pulpit, you're not a winner. What does that mean? Bend it like Beckham. Unafanya ni kama ni yoga. You do it like you are Rambo who is in the forest trying to break someone's spine. Unakunja, unakunjua na unakunja tena. You know why? Hautayoa. Let it be her husband's problem.
What do you mean?
See, you're still going to be dating. But me, I'm not at the pulpit. I'm not at the pulpit.
Then
I'm not taking you to the
why
pulpit.
don't you want to take me there?
In essence,
Take me there.
In essence, what he's saying is you've opened up a very bad, dangerous door, and we actually have to do a show about this. What are boyfriend rights? What are husband rights? What are just
We need to do a show about that.
Because clearly, what he's saying is, if you don't see me as a serious, whatever,
I see you
Then I'm only here to chew.
no, he's saying
And I will
if
chew.
only seriousness comes at the pulpit, it means everything before is
No.
unserious.
I will jump to
That's
the
not what
ceiling
I
and
said.
come
I'm
down
just
with
saying
the
he's the
elbow.
winner. Being serious doesn't mean nikiwa nawe Zola, when somebody I won't as in men will still katia me. Even when I'm married, guess what? This men will still there's people don't have standards. But
Guy.
it's true. You will go to the bar. Maybe Juicy, I've gone to a very mature bar. I will not say the name, but I'll tell you after this. This man, there's no man in that club that came to talk to me that did not have a ring. There was a whole man who came and
Shameless.
said, as a low man, we don't have second wives. We have wife number 1B. I was like,
I've never had that one.
That was wisdom.
I've never had that one.
Thank you for teaching me wisdom. Today you have taught me wisdom.
Wife number 1B.
At one
And I'm
day.
saying with a heavy
And he
accent.
was there and he was, what are you drinking? And we were girlies and he's like, what are you drinking? And he said, that time I wasn't drinking. I've been off alcohol for some time. And he's like, he kept buying for this girlies, hey, because the other girlies were taking ciders and everything. And I'm like, ato ukiwa baya, me, I won't impress. Like, whatever you say, the fact that you're married already takes you out. Like, just go and sit with the wife there, okay?
But one of your girlies was impressed.
there has to
And
be.
you know what she
there
did?
has to be that
You know what
guy.
she did? She went to the bathroom and scooted them up.
And said, it's my turn now. Anyway, so
Number
the
one
thing
B,
is,
audition.
Here
we go.
So the thing is, I'm not saying that we are not serious up until we get to the pulpit. I'm not saying we are not serious. It's just that you need to understand chances of are high.
I still want to get deeper into this one.
We'll do a whole podcast
and
about
let's
it.
finish with this thing. Let's just summarize the importance of a friend or the non-importance. Me, I'll start. I'll just keep it very simple. I think a good friend can really help your relationship.
By keeping you away from girls' nights out.
Apart from that, as in, I think people should choose the good friend, the friends they have. If your friend does not want the best for you in terms of you calling out, actually a good friend.
In terms of her being a bitter feminist.
Your time is coming.
Let me give you an easy way of establishing whether your friend is actually on point or not. If they don't call you out on your bad behavior, if they don't call you out on the stuff you do, actually, in essence, if they don't critique you based on you've done well, you've done badly, it's very hard for you to trust them when they give you an opinion about the person you're dating. That's something I think guys should look for, because the friends you have, like, I'll give just one example. There's someone who said, I think it's called Patrick Bet-David, he was told, he's a podcaster, he said, I was told in my early life that the friends I have, I should have people who love the marriage. Those should be my friends.
Yes, their number one priority is
My marriage.
my marriage.
Yes. So they are friends of the marriage. If I want my relationship to last, I should have people who are friends of my relationship or my marriage. I think that should be something.
That
people
way,
should be.
they have a true north they
Yes.
can hold me to.
Yes. If I'm doing wrong, they'll tell me. So you can.
Also, I think as a girl, it's a bit hard to have friends who are not jealous of the situation of your relationship or your marriage or your engagement. So for me, what I'd say is you need to be really smart. If your friend is always telling you bad things, like it's always like, huyo hata akai kuwa serious, huyo nampatanga ni nini, if there's always those comments of negative, that's not your friend. That girlie doesn't want anything right for you. And as in, just have this person say, yes, a man and a woman can do their mistakes, but they're not always wrong. So if the girl is always telling you something wrong about this guy, they either want this guy or they're just jealous of the fact that you have something that they don't have. So as a girl, I think you have to think, like, just really, really think. And also, if you have like a sibling who's a man, tell them these things. Me, I think my brother really helps me.
That's a very good point.
Wisdom. On my end,
Gula.
the advice that I would give you is number one, subscribe to the Based podcast, the best podcast in Nairobi. You already know this. Us guys are just fire. And we are fire, thankfully, because of the audience that we have. You guys keep us on our toes. You force us to be fresh every single time we come on the screen.
Gen Z.
Number two, besides subscribing, the second piece of advice I'd give you is pray to God to give you discerning. That you may know wagugulwa na unagula. Hadi the elders in the village say, hii imegulwa, hii imeenda. Unagula, unakunja, kama nguo, unakamua. Yeah. And you also get to learn who not to do that with. You know why? Because sometimes you might fall into the trap I used to fall into, where everyone, when you're a barbarian, you paint everything in red. Just in blood. You get? So you don't want to do that. Where at least, sio ati kila kitu ni gula. But 90% of the women in Nairobi ni gula. Alafu another 9% are gula ukingoja kuona. 1% is worth waiting. Ask God to give you discerning eyes that you may spot the 1%. And you can advise your brother to go for the 1%. While you enjoy the 90%.
99.
No. Mine is the 9% ya kugulwa. And as I push the 9% to salvation, unagula 1. Subscribe.
You're done.
Thank you guys so much. Enjoy the rest of your time. Mwah.